This is a full guide on how to obtain the exotic hand cannon Graviton spike. That includes the weapon itself, intrinsic upgrades, and all the catalysts. As always, there is timestamps below, so feel free to navigate around. First of all, make sure that you have completed the Edge of Fate campaign. This will allow you to pick up the Graviton through the Ages quest from the Altar of Relativity. The first step is to simply go and speak to Lodi. After that, you'll be redirected to the Emeritus for step 2. Now we're going to have to travel around the map to look for weapon pieces so we can assemble Graviton Spike. The first piece is located in the stacks. Fast travel and follow me. When you get to this area, you simply kill the Rosetta Sentry and interact with this console. Now we can move on and collect the first weapon piece located further ahead. Once collected, go back and speak to the Emeritus. He will tell you to find the next piece, which is located in the assimilated easement. When you get to this area, you kill another sentry and interact with the next console. Then follow me to the next weapon piece. After you grab the piece, it's time to speak to Lodi and he will tell you to locate the next weapon piece. This one is located in the Cartilage Divide. Just like before, kill the sentry, interact with the console and follow me to the weapon piece. After collecting it, now we have to go back to Caldera to speak with the Emeritus. He will tell you to collect Vex data, which you obtain by simply killing Vex. Right in front of you there will be Vex infinitely spawning in 3 different spawns, so you can stay here and complete the quest in a couple of minutes. Once you're done with the Vex, we can move on to the final weapon piece. This one is located in the Ionian campus area. As soon as you spawn, break these Rosettas and interact with the console in order to open up the door. Then follow me to the final weapon piece. Once you grab it, you will go back to Lodi one last time, and then you will forge the weapon in the Sieve activity. However, this activity only appears once every 2 hours, so you might have to wait some time. There is a timer on the map that shows when it will start. At the end of the Sieve activity, you will get your Graviton Spike exotic hand cannon. Congratulations, now you can move on to the intrinsic perks and then catalysts. When it comes to the intrinsic upgrades, the weapon already comes with the first intrinsic perk, so we are actually going to be starting from the second one. The second intrinsic perk is located in Caldera. From the spawn, turn left and follow me to the first flower that we have to shoot. You will see this flower in every single intrinsic and catalyst. You first shoot the flower with your arc mode, and then once it opens up, you hold your reload button and shoot the stasis crystal with the stasis mode of the weapon. After that, you matter spark through the tunnel and repeat the same thing to slow down the fan and grab the intrinsic upgrade. The third intrinsic upgrade is located in the assimilated easement. Fast travel and follow me. The fourth and final intrinsic upgrade is located in the cartilage divide. When you get to this area, you will first have to grab the matter realignment located up high, and then shoot the flower and open up the hole in the hut. The intrinsic perk is located inside the hut. And that's all the intrinsic perks. Now we can move on to the catalysts. When it comes to the catalyst, these can only be obtained in the Fabled and Mythic difficulties. The first two catalysts, Rapid Hit and Subsistence, need to be at least in the Fabled difficulty, whereas the last two catalysts, Transcendent Zen and Temporal Alignment, can only be obtained in the Mythic difficulty. I recommend you grind at least to level 200 before attempting either one. You can still do it at a lower level, but it will be even harder than what it already is. And trust me, Mythic difficulty sucks. You can select different difficulties by clicking on the world tier icon on your map and selecting Customize. To double check which difficulty you're on, you can pull out your ghost and it will tell you on the left side of your screen. Lastly, to obtain each catalyst, you will have to find 3 separate fragments scattered around the map. Let's start with Rapid Hit. Make sure that you're on the Fabled difficulty and follow me to the first fragment, which can be found in the stacks. The second rapid hit fragment is located within the cartilage divide. For the third and final rapid hit fragment, we will fast travel to Caldera because it is located in the singularity area of the map. Once you're logged in, jump down and go through the Matter Spark portal.
What the conductor and her Vex intend to do, now that they killed the one being who could help them.
For the Subsistence fragments, the first one is actually located close to where we grabbed the last rapid hit. Shoot the flower again and follow me. The second subsistence fragment can be found in the Cartilage Divide. Once you get to this area, go all the way to the end and grab the relocator. For the final subsistence fragment, we will have to visit the stacks. Once you get to this area, make sure this reflecting device is pointing down. Then grab the relocator and follow what I do. Now, for the next two catalysts, make sure that you switch the Mythic difficulty. Remember that you can check the difficulty by pulling out your ghost on the left side of your screen. I highly recommend that you hit the level cap of 200 for this. You can do it at a lower level, but it will be even harder. Starting off with Transcendent Zen, the first fragment is located in Caldera. Fast travel and follow me. Once you make it inside, you will have to open up each room one by one until you find the second Rosetta frequency that you can destroy. The wrong rooms will have enemies inside. You can use the box to stand on it and kill some of them. Once you find the frequency and destroy it, you will be able to interact with the console to open up the door and grab the first fragment. The second Transcendent Zen fragment is located in the Ionian campus. Just like with the previous one, you will have to obtain the matter realignment, so you can later use it to open up a blocked passage. For the third and final fragment, we will fast travel to Caldera and use the teleporter below to get to the next area. Once you get here, I highly recommend to Matter Spark, that way you can blind enemies and guarantee that you don't die. After that, grab the Matter realignment and position yourself in this spot. In here, try to snipe the movable objects with your melee, and once you do, Matter Spark through the tunnel. You can also try killing the enemies, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass, so it's up to you. On the other side, there will be enemies that basically one-shot you, so make sure that you zig, zag and spam your boost button in order to avoid them. You can also try using your attack in order to blind them. Once you finally make it through the last tunnel, shoot the plant and get ready for the most annoying boss fight you will ever do. For this boss, do not jump all the way down, instead we'll be sitting at this G-spot slowly poking at the boss. I personally used arc with storm grenades, jolt and bolt charge. Also make sure that you're using the new scout rifle with the anti-barrier mod. Right now it deals a ton of damage. If they nerf it in the future, then feel free to use any other weapon of your choice. If you happen to die, then the boss will despawn and you will have to fast travel back to Caldera and start from scratch. It's extremely important that you keep in mind that this is a marathon. So do not get greedy and overextend yourself. Use your abilities if the boss is stuck or doesn't want to come out. Once you get the boss really low, he will go back and you will no longer be able to shoot him from this spot. This is where it gets really tricky. What I did was jump down and throw my storm grenades. You can do this or something similar, but you have to be very quick since the boss and the turrets around will basically one-shot you. At the end, what I did is switch to Cuirass and YOLO T-crush the boss. We both died at the same time, so when I came back the path was still unlocked. However, if you die before the boss dies, then you will have to restart. For the final catalyst, Temporal Alignment, if you are still in the same boss area from the previous catalyst, then simply climb up, Matter Spark through the tunnel, and you'll get to the next area. If you left the area, then instead take the same way that you took when going to the boss, but instead going through the tunnel, you simply go through the door. Once you get to this area, follow me to the next fragment. For the second temporal alignment fragment, we will fast travel to Caldera. From here, follow me. Lastly, the third and final fragment can be found in the assimilated easement area. And that's it, you have now unlocked everything for the exotic hand cannon Graviton spike. You can head over to the enclave and craft the final form of this weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Discord server. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day.